Uh, so I've connected VCC to 5 volts. Let me show you. Here, VCC to 5 volts. I haven't used the resistors as I said, or maybe my wire is too long. That's some additional resistance. So let's power up using the power supply, and I hope we don't burn out anything. So let's front of this, connect. So you have connected. I hope it's showing. Yep, we can try. Let me check these things out. Yeah, we're done with the servicing. We can now power up and hopefully see more smoke. LCD seems to be okay. Ram's board seems to be okay. So I do the same. I wanted to test for the servos. I haven't servos, but I haven't. I don't remember the code. It's even. Let's start with the end stops. This is the status. As you see, this is triggered. Maximum for the X is triggered. Maximum for the Y is triggered. None of the Z is triggered. So maximum for the X is triggered. Maximum for the Z is triggered. None of the Z is triggered. Both open. And then the filament. There's like a cracking sound. Hope it's nothing burning out. The LCD still seems to be okay. The filament is triggered. This I need to invert it. And then from there, now it was 41 or 402. Let me search for it because I don't have a keyboard plugged in. Let me just type it in. Let me look for a 4. I can't seem to find a 4. Oh, here you have one. A 0. So you have for 1. No, it's supposed to be for 2 to deactivate it. Okay, nothing. So it activated the first time. this is supposed to move, and then okay, so that's activating it. My angles then are off. Let's try for O2 to deactivate it, to see which direction it will go. So that's the deactivated position. So in the probe, marlin configuration, these are the probe angles. Currently that's I'm not sure which is which. 70. So let's invert them. Let be this 0. Copy. Paste. Servo deploy and store angles. So deployed was at 70. I roughly wanted it to be at 70. Store should be 150 roughly double it. So let's look for a curve. We have a 5 here. You can't copy it. So yeah, done that. I'm gonna switch off the power supply. LCD seems to be still okay. So yeah, I think I can roughly say we are safe to run. At the end of the day, I've just unplugged one of the power supplies. I should be even safer, so not rushing any stuff. And then we upload the code. What else was I to change? Oh, we forgot. The probe is supposed to be inverted. This is Z main and inverting. Huh? All of them are at true. This is Z main. Probe define and stop pull up. Pull up is when you have connected it to the ground instead of VCC. No, yeah. The signal is connected to the ground. It will pull up the stuff. Most mechanical extra end stops will comes to ground. Okay, so that is store position. Wait, what? We'll check on that first, and then mechanical end stops will come to ground, and most common setup use false in. I'm just supposed to plug in a false there. It's just that I want to be slightly sure before. Let's just put a false because it's the inverting and stops. Despite me using a 3-pin end stop, I thought it will be the same for all. Paste, and then before we just upload, because I'm just about to upload a whole code. Oh, and the servos can move without power from the power supply, because the power supply is not on and the servo has moved. So I wonder why even in the first place I was burning out my stuff. Okay. Printer is not on right now. Okay. What you are expecting. And then for one, Eco Breezy processing. Too much. Let's try for O2. Wait. It has moved to a position and then stopped. But that seems to be slightly low. So it's supposed to be like something like a 60. Let's retract it. I just want to set it up before you upload the code again so that you don't do something. I can't see the 402 command. Why did you use it? 402. Let's just copy this. So we are roughly back, and I don't know if it has touched. I think it has overshot. We need to check. Maybe this might be a 140. I think we have overshot. Might be a 140. I didn't calibrate them, so that's a 402. That's back to original position. 401. So you're supposed to go. It's not supposed to be 70. So did you have changed these to false? Let me just try again. You know, maybe the code was, sorry for that, maybe the code was offline. Let me just try the end stops again, because all the end stops are of the same. Okay, they're not of the same make. The probe is used. Oh, it's the filament sensor. Sorry. That's why I'm skeptical of changing this stuff here. So this is supposed to be true. For the filament sensor, I think they're not expecting one to be using an end stop pin as the one I'm using. Let me just check it. It might be inverted. The inversion might be set at. See, this is true, so it's supposed to be true. Might be set at false. Filament sensor. Where was I getting that? How can you get that? Hold on. Filament. So it's filament. Just have to close. Where is this filament? It was supposed to be somewhere down here. Nozzle pack, not nozzle pack features. Additional features. This is all probe. Filament. Where can I? Let me just have to go the long way. Hope he's making something. Maybe he's making a song. But it's a kid. I always hope you don't mind. take the whole word. At times I can just make it filament. Now, sorry for that. Now filament sensor. Here we go. So filament round, filament sensor. I don't see faults here. So oh yeah, we have a true here. Copy. Paste. So yeah, I think those are the changes that let me go back to probe. The angles, we didn't quite change the angles. Change so its idea is gonna be 140, just to confirm that we are at 150. Where can I get a 4 in this stack of characters? I mean, I can't get a 4. 4. So, and then this we say it's currently it's at let's put this at 50. Or let me just put it at another 40. Paste. And then let me retract back the probe. But I'm not sure. I think just once you compile it, it goes to its. You see, it's as if it's bumping. We are past 150. So let me disconnect. Then upload this. Power supply is off. Yep. Let's wait on it. If the probe just works properly, we start homing. Okay, rather I'll start going through the homing section because I haven't gone through the documentation properly. Just a 1 read time is good. And then we start homing. After we home, I think that's the last section on marlin. Auto bed leveling and home. No, we homed. Bed leveling is what I mean. So it's plugged in. We connect. Oops, always in. We don't really require the power supply, so you can just come here and look for M41. Copy. Paste. Send. Okay, busy. cancel that operation. Okay, it has moved afterwards. Is that tolerance quite right? Let me add the nozzle. Oh, by the way, I have just the water cooled hot end has arrived. Where have I kept it? It might be hot and so that's the probe position. That's the hot end position. It's just about at the mark. That's flat to the bed. Which side looks higher? It's just about there. I think I've eliminated it. It's not that off, so badly off. And you have guessed that angle. So it's supposed to be 40. Actually, even wanted to put a 50 or a 60. So that's that. Now we check if it will retract back. If it retracts, naona kama ina retract na foods, it's going back with too much force. Paste. I think we are still going too much. 140, 130, 120, 100. Let's try 100. Disconnect, upload. Hope the video doesn't span out too long. Let me pause and then once it's uploaded, let me start cutting short. I'll be back. We are done. Front face. Connect. We try 401. Oh, but it's actually lifting up the arm, just so you know. So if you have a lug, that's where the lug is stemming at. That's roughly its position. I think I might end up changing this angle to something like 39. No, not 39, 41 or 42. Because you have to consider that capin. Sorry. We can retract it for O2. Copy. Paste. That's at 100. Kwani what's the angle? Let me measure manually what angle you have moved. Let me move it, because where we are at, Don't tell me this is the time the protractor is. Seriously. But let me look for this thing. So currently it's at 90. It's supposed to be 90. Roughly it's 90. With this part. You can see it's roughly 90 with this part. So let me send it. We have moved 45. So yeah, I think I'm just doing bullshit work here. I'm not supposed to say it, sorry. Ish work. It has been moving 45 degrees all along, even with these changes. Let's try 80. And then this be 40. Let this be. I just want to see if I'll get a difference. Let this be 60. Okay. We'll be back at you. Let me look for the hot end and then we'll unpause when we continue as it uploads. So apparently these are the advantages of having a self build. You can save for some custom parts. My build is cheap, but what I have left I got. Now I'm waiting for the pump on the tubings, but still waiting for the threaded rods. So that's at 80. Yeah, we're starting to get results now. So I can completely go back to 90. Let me measure it just to make sure. But yeah, just a final look. I was even planning to buy this cut tube because as you know, I'm still doing some PID tunings, and this thing will come in handy in controlling my temperature and maintaining my temperature. This will come in handy. This will maintain the hot and hot. This will maintain the cold and cold. So yeah, I just put in some plug-in inlet, maybe outlet, I'm not sure which is which. I think it's just a tubing. Might actually even see, but the pump I'm going for, it's a cheap pump. It's a $10 pump, roughly 1,000. Not even $10 is an overestimated. It's a $6 pump. So it might not pump that much, but I'll keep it at full power. It's a 12 volt pump. I'll have a lot of water. I might use water or coolant, or eventually I might use oil, like lubrication oil, but I'm not sure. So it's time to measure this. It's at 60. the middle of 80 and 70, so it's roughly at 70. Let me see, it will move by how much. It's supposed to move by a difference of, print is not on. It's supposed to move by 20. It's raising up the gantry. It's just that the power supply ain't on. I think I should connect the power supply so that we catch any errors earlier. It has moved from 70 to it's just easier to calibrate it from before installing it. 70 to 50. So it has moved by 20. 70 to 50, that's 80 to 60. Are we at the right height? No, I need to move by 30. So it's 90 to 60, 90 to 50. Add another 10, add another 10. So it will move by 40, 45. We are eventually going back to what it was moving with. So let me plug in a 90 here to see if it will go, if it will have a proper volume. My recording here. 30, we need 50. Let me put it at 50. So yep, I disconnect. So yeah, keep tuned. New PID results might be shown. After this, might have to be achieved or something of the sort. So yeah, subscribe for more. I think it's supposed to be at 95. It hasn't gone fully to its position. Or I alter it manually because it knows it's at that position. So I make this for 90. That's my new 90. Just gonna take shortcuts. The only way to know if you have done something right, that's the new 90. So send it. It's raising the gantry. It's supposed to be raising the gantry. Need to remember to power on the power supply. Okay, that's taking long. Printer is not online, so while we are at it, we can just power it up. I'm using the LCD to just catch With the previous, when the previous regulator was burning out, the LCD started to flicker. So I think it might be the one to, if any of the characters just goes out of character, I will know something is off. So it is, and I keep adjusting these loose screws just so you know. Not sure what to do. So from 90 to whatever it has gone at. Is that height good for me? I just have to measure it out, you guys. I need that car 5 as I was saying. Or rather a 10. I'll put a 10 in it so that you know what you're looking at. It's at 40. It's at 40 degrees, so it's in the middle of 40 and 40 something. So 40 showing 50. Let me measure again so I get this. So at 40, actually it's in the middle of 40 and 50, so it's 50, 90. So this, let me put it at 40. You can't clock a 40. So this will be my new angles. Let's test them out. Probe is off. I won't touch it just to see if it will go to the right. Disconnect it just in case it disconnected in that position. What will happen? Let me upload. I'll pause and then get back to you. That's the angle it has gone by default, so I guess it doesn't work. Before I move it by hand, let me see the error. It's at 90. The arm is straight on at 90. Let me look for the center. Why the hell is 90? It's at 90. So we're at 90. Let me see if it will move up. There's like a slight error. Not car 5. So we have adjusted that to be our new 90. Let me measure. No? No, that it's at 95 now. 95. The power supply is on. Apparently it doesn't do anything even if you upload the code, so it should stop. I should check my paranoia. Let me connect. Okay, you see it's going by default there, so it knows it's 90. It didn't, so yeah, so that's supposed to be 95 for it to be properly flat. Charge your phone. Yep. I'm sorry, man. I've never found a good charger for you. Okay, next time. But I'm planning to make a smart charger, a fast charger, wireless charger for it. I saw some guy on YouTube making a wireless charger, so we'll try, we'll see. And you know, with the DIY, as obvious, you can go with your ratings. So if the new fast charging goes to 40, you go to 40. Hope we don't like create a funny sort of stuff, but yeah. So for one, okay, it has gone there by default. So let's try for one. Power supply is on. It's supposed to raise. I think I'm supposed to. One can change the amount it raises by, but I think it raises by 10. And then it deploys. The deploy is a little bit too far. 40 is too much. We tried 50 single. It's supposed to be 45, huh? Even within yam. So 45 it is. Let's look for a 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 45, 90, 95. Let me go back so we see how. Let's just look for it. Can't find the actual command. So it has gone to 90. Just to check if it has gone fully. There's just, it's not bad, but this position looks more pleasing compared to this. But this is safer, obviously. But let's just do 95. Alright, go back to 100. Disconnect. Let me upload. We'll be back at you after it's done. I think it has tried to do its stuff. So let's send it. M401. I'm gonna move 10 up. Hit the end stop. 545. I think you've just moved too much. The 45 is too much. $50 was just right. 50 was just right. So I'm gonna do 50 and 100. Now let's send it back so that we know if it's 95 or 100. Just test. Yep, it's 95. So it's a 45-degree turn. That's that. Now we go to M19. We see if our filament is done. Copy. Paste. Paste. Where's on? I need to. So triggered, everything else is open. Obviously, if I just get an open right now and then I find out, I can use to join. Can't think. I don't know where my soldering wire went. You can try a wire. But I don't think it will I'll quite be able to trigger it from the opposite side because there's like a way. If something doesn't, you're lucky. So, try the M19. Okay. Is this right? How can I get open twice, but it has even lit up. It's even producing a click sound. It's opened. I think there was an error. It's now time to reinvert it back. But let me remove it and try. Same open. Saying open. Okay, that means there's a problem with this spot now. So that can be the only option that I have. But now, what do you mean pot? The pin should be reading well. Okay, since these are new type of, what should I call them, switches to me, let me try activating this and trying manually so that we have a problem. I haven't mapped out my switches as well. Let me do some research and then I'll get back. Let me pause and get back. So yeah, apparently I'm having problem with the analog pins that I've declared. I think maybe it's confusion between the analogs and the digital pins. because both of them, both for the filament and the probe are newly declared. So yeah, either that I haven't done proper research yet, because both of them still added sensors to the board. So yeah, let me do my stuff. I'll get back to you guys. Thanks for watching. Please do share, give your comments on what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong, what I should change, what I should consider, what I'm not considering, what I should not consider. And yeah, subscribe to the channel. Peace out.